Hello, Stan.
Hi, Peter.
So
How are you?
good. So benchmarks in law firms.
Is that what we're discussing today? Benchmarks in law firms. Okay, what are some of the benchmarks that you think are important for law firms?
Well, I think that if you were to ask someone what is the most important benchmark in a financial statement of a law firm, I'm sure that they would probably say staff costs, because staff costs are usually the largest item in a profit and loss statement of a law firm, and you would expect it to be. And in terms of what ranges they are normally, well, it depends on the size of the firm and whether the principal draws a wage and various factors like that. But generally speaking, 50% of revenue, if it's around that vicinity, then that's probably on the healthier side. And that's kind of assuming a certain size of a firm. And of course, like we can't go into all the details of it, but staff costs are probably the number one. Then there's rental occupancy costs. And again, there is a range. Like obviously, if your occupancy costs were, say, 25% of your revenue, you would be a bit, ask yourself, why is it so high? And if it was, say, 2%, gee, that seems a bit low. So 5-10%, that's what I would expect to see in the financial statement of a law firm.
So what you're saying is if law firms can really adhere to certain numbers for their staff costs and occupancy costs, they've got a chance of being profitable effectively.
Well, exactly right. And so the figures and percentages that I'm mentioning would be standard ranges, but that doesn't mean that you should aim for the standard. You could aim for being at the end of the bell curve, the most profitable, the most innovative. That's what will differentiate one firm from another as far as profitability is concerned, where they can maximize their performance and efficiency on some of these key overheads and expenses that law firms need to operate, such as staff costs, occupancy costs, and I was going to mention marketing and advertising.
So Peter, you're available to consult on all these aspects of running a law firm. Can you give us a case study, a brief case study of where you were able to help a firm become more profitable?
Well, a particular case would be a law firm that is growing and wants to know how to grow profitably and what sort of bottom line they could be aiming for. So I've done hundreds of assignments like that of firms of all sizes. And interestingly, there's nothing I love more than talking about and helping firms with benchmark overheads, because really that is your foundation. You know, that is your guiding star, your star to achieve your financial and business goals in practice. Because without those benchmarks and without those guidelines, you know, you're just floating adrift. And also your team doesn't know what they should be aiming for. So I think benchmarks are very much underrated. And to be able to inform yourself of what's going on out there with your competitors, with other firms, it's a fantastic way to inform yourself and be successful.
So yeah, I think the best thing for people to do out there, for solicitors to do right now, if you would like some help, is to just contact us check our website. All our details are on there, www.peterfrankel.com.au, and let's see if we can help you in a consulting way to achieve your goals.
Thank you, Stan.
Thanks, Peter.